HawkFanatic.com is brought to you by Big Dog Tech Solutions. Dr. Lance Forbes, Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids. Jimmy Street and his great service, plumbing service, streets maintenance. The Oxyoke Inn in the Amanas. Premier Automotive in North Liberty. Senior Benefits. Diamond Dreams Sports Academy. Harty and Stocker Jewelers 101, South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. The Midtown Family Restaurants. Supple's Flowers, home of 1-800-800-ROSE. GT Car, his crew, at Supple's Building and Remodeling. Mike's E-Keys for cars. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement. And Patrick Eads, his son Tyler, and everyone at Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek. Here's Tom Suter, and from HawkFanatic.com, Pat Harty.
And a new morning show sponsor as of yesterday, Coach's Corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got the... Well,
they're sponsoring this?
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
I mean, the Hawk...
Well, they're sponsoring the morning show.
Okay. They're sponsoring this.
Way to go.
By the way, due to popular demand, this afternoon this station will be leaving the air for...
Forever?
Well, it depends. No, we'll be off the air for 20 minutes to a half hour as REC changes a transformer out here.
Cool.
That they don't want to do in the dark since it's electricity.
Well, who can blame them?
Yeah, really.
Can the city survive?
We'll find out.
20 minutes without KCJJ?
Yeah. Well, it'll still be streaming.
What are they going to do?
Yeah, we'll still be streaming.
Oh, okay.
I had to explain to Hunter we do have battery power. So we'll still be streaming.
Oh, good.
So.
That was good.
Okay, so there you go.
Well, thank you for introducing this fine segment. Busy day today for the basketball teams of the University of Iowa. So, Pat, you're gonna you paying somebody to go to the women's game?
Well, he was going to go anyway, John Bodenkamp, but I'm paying him to write a story for us because I can't be there because the men play at the same time. Not directly at the same time. There's going to be the men's game will be probably midway through the second half when the women's game starts at 6:30. And I've been told that the Big Ten tries to avoid stuff like this, but it's just really hard to do. They're very meticulous with their scheduling. I'm not questioning that, but the skeptic in me says with all the different time slots, 18 different teams, to me this can be avoided. But whatever.
I would sure think so. Well, and then the other thing is the Iowa women's Washington top 25 matchup is on BTN Plus.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until I was typing in all the information. I'm like, really? Seriously?
That's ridiculous.
I thought they were beyond that, but obviously they're not.
No.
So, I mean, you got stream, TV, overlap. That's just the world we live in today.
Yep, and it's too bad, but that's exactly right. You take whatever they tell you to do, and that's what the teams have to do.
And the men better bring it. I mean, TCU's better than Maryland, but, I mean, Iowa State's, I thought, better than Iowa. And they went down there and they were terrible. I quit watching because I thought they were going to win, and they were up by 12, and then they ended up losing by 7.
Yeah, I saw the score. I didn't see the game.
TCU beat them 62-55. Iowa State couldn't make threes. They just did not look like a good team at all. And now they have Kansas back at home, so it just shows you got to bring it. And I think I still think they're going to win tonight. I think both teams are going to win. But
I kind of do too.
But I'm also, I guess, a Hawkeye homer.
Yeah, Iowa should be favored at home, and the Maryland game we beat them with.
Maryland's not good.
They beat them with that Pharrell Payne.
Yeah, I mean Maryland's not. I don't care if they did win at Minnesota. They're not very good. They're like 8-14 or something like. They're just not very good. So Iowa should be able to win this game if they are a clear-cut NCAA team, which I think they are. I think they're showing that they are. I mean, they're poised to make it right now, barring a major collapse. And because it would take a pretty significant collapse for Iowa not to make the tournament, because they would make the tournament at 10-10, I think, and they're already almost there, with the wins. So
and Maryland is 9-14.
9-14, yeah, they were 8-14 going into. Yeah, they're not very good.
No,
so they should win this game. I mean, TCU is better than Maryland, so I mean, you can at least sort of explain Iowa State's loss. TCU, I think they were 13-9 or something. So yeah, they're a better team than Maryland. And Iowa State, though, it just goes to show you if you don't bring it, you're going to be in trouble on the road.
Yep, a couple of great games in the Big Ten last night. Purdue over Nebraska, 80-77.
I can't believe Nebraska almost. I mean, Purdue was just dominating that game early. I mean, there was 14-1 when I started watching, and Nebraska but they didn't quit. You knew they wouldn't, and so that's 3 losses in the last 4 games for Nebraska.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and then Wisconsin beat Illinois in overtime.
They did end up winning that. I got
did.
distracted and missed that. I'm telling you, man, that guy is the most underappreciated coach in the country.
Greg Gard.
Yeah, I mean they're 9-3. I mean they're just amazing how they do it every year. And now they're even playing a faster style. They don't play slow down anymore. They bring it on offense. Yeah, there were so many different games, and I got distracted, and I can't remember why I didn't watch the end of that one. I would like to have seen that. And then I missed the end of the Iowa State game, too. I can't remember what I was watching. It wasn't Rockford Files. It wasn't on yet. Not sure what I was watching. It wasn't Andy Griffith. It wasn't on at that time either. Something else distracted me. Wasn't music. Didn't listen to
Naked
music.
City, that's even older.
What?
The Naked City?
I have never heard that. You know what it was? I grilled a steak.
Yeah.
Hy-Vee's got until through Sunday, they've got New York strips on sale, basically a $1 an ounce. I had a 12-ounce New York strip last night for $11.97. It was great. Hadn't had one in ages. And then you can get an 8-ounce for $7.97. Yeah,
That's
they have
a heck of a deal.
Heck of a deal.
That is a good deal.
Well, usually the steak I buy I think it's $17.99, and it was down to $11.97. So it was good, and it was a good steak too. I mean, good New York strip. So I enjoyed that. So that's why I got distracted.
I generally buy those little 5-ounce sirloins.
I don't like those much anymore. The times I get them, they're just not very good. And they're not even that cheap anymore. They used to be $3.99 and $4. Now they're like on sale for like $6.99 and $7.99. But the New York strips, man, it was good. Now
Steaks is good.
Monday, though, it'll be back up to $18, and I won't get it anymore.
There you go.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, I'll buy it then.
There you go, big spender, you.
Big
You
spender.
just throw money around like it's
I had
feathers in the wind.
Uncrustables last night.
I had 3 of those the other night. I'm done with those for a while. They're too hard to not eat, especially the chocolate ones. They're just unbelievably hard not to eat.
2 of them last night.
They are good.
Oh, I could eat.
And a bag of Funyuns.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I could eat 4 of those Uncrustables if I was hungry like that.
Totally.
I like Funyuns.
Oh, I hate Funyuns, and they're the breath you get after those. I like
They're
onion
nasty.
rings. I like onions, and I like onion rings, but Funyuns are gross.
Oh, I love Funyuns.
They're not fun at all.
They're very much fun.
I do not like onions, but I do like most onion rings.
I like the stringy onion rings more than the big, deep
I
battered
don't
ones.
like the real big ones
I
with the
don't
real
either.
thick
the
onion.
stringy,
'cause I
the
don't like
stringy,
onions
greasy
going on.
ones with a ton of salt on them. Those are onion rings.
You know, I don't know how they do it. Is Burger Hall still in business?
No, it's called something else.
Okay.
What's Burger Hall?
It was downtown, and they made the stringy onions, but they weren't. They were really good, but they weren't greasy.
Oh, I like them greasy. They
Yeah,
got to have a little
see.
grease in them. I mean,
No, these.
Millie's were the best, man.
Yeah.
You could start your car with a Millie's 10 with their onion rings if you were out of gas. They were with the big, massive tenderloin with a tiny bun on top. It looked like you were eating a hubcap with a cap on it.
Sounds good.
Millie's tenderloins over there. I think it was was it Harding, Euclid, or Harding in Des Moines? I can't remember, but yeah, the men's game tonight, 5. What a weird time. I mean, when you
is.
think about it, the men's last game. They played. Let's see. What's the men's last game? Was it Washington?
Northwest.
Oh yeah, Northwestern. Okay, but that game started at 2, so that was normal. But 2 games ago, they played at 10 o'clock at night, and now they're playing at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes.
That's just where we are now. How bizarre these times are. If somebody would have told you that 20 years ago that the men would play 10 o'clock at night against Washington in a Big Ten game, in a conference game against Washington, and then go and play Maryland at 5 o'clock, you would have thought they were insane.
Yeah.
But that's where we are.
It's-
That's just how crazy things are.
Of course, Maryland, that's 6 o'clock out there, which
Yeah,
is
6
pretty
o'clock,
good
which
time.
is, yeah, my guess is there's not going to be a lot of people there. Maryland's not.
Well, would you go? I wouldn't.
If I was a Maryland fan right now, probably not. I mean, and that's not a convenient time, too, because that's a lot of people, leaving to and from work and
Yeah.
what have you. So but it'll be interesting to see how many people are there because they're not playing very well. And the last time I saw them playing at home, I thought the arena looked empty. And they've got a beautiful arena. I mean, it is big and beautiful, but they're not very good.
They're not. They're 5-6 at home,
which is that's pretty telling right there to have a losing record at home. I mean, Iowa should win this game. This is going to take Iowa not playing very well at all to lose this game. I mean, if they even play, I think, an average game, they're going to win. And but now Maryland may come out and do something light. They could come out and make 12 of 15 threes. That's always a factor. I get that. I don't see that happening, though. I don't think Iowa's defense would allow for that.
No, and Maryland doesn't traditionally shoot
they
very
don't.
well either.
No, they're just not. Remember, Kevin Willard was their coach last year. They went through a complete roster coach overhaul. I mean, everything. And now he's at Villanova. And Maryland, unlike Iowa, by hiring McCollum, Iowa's handled this transition much better than Maryland has. And prior to this season, you could make a case that Buzz Williams was every bit as successful coach as been McCollum. He's been at bigger schools.
Oh, he's
Virginia
been very
Tech,
successful.
But no, Iowa's handled this transition this year better than I thought. I thought they had a chance to be pretty good, but I didn't think they'd be 18-5.
No, not at all.
I did not think they'd be 18-5 and 8-4, and with really only one bad loss to Minnesota. So no, this is a lot of reason to be optimistic.
And in the conference race for the men, Michigan's starting to get a little air between them and everybody else.
Illinois' got 3 losses now, right?
Illinois, Michigan State, Nebraska, and Purdue all have 3 losses.
Yeah, and I think
Michigan has 1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm surprised by Illinois. I don't think Nebraska, I don't think Michigan State are great teams by any means. I think they're good teams, but Michigan State's got some flaws on offense.
They do.
And maybe Michigan is the best team in the Big Ten. I mean, they seem to find ways to win games, and they're almost unbeatable at home, although I think they did lose their one Big Ten game at home. But no, I was surprised. I did not think Wisconsin was going to come back and win that game.
No, I didn't either.
What a huge win for them. See, and Iowa plays at Wisconsin. That's
going to be a tough one.
I would, if I had to pick right now, I probably would think Iowa was going to lose that game.
Probably at Wisconsin.
If it was here, I'd give Iowa a much better chance. But we'll see. I mean,
Wisconsin's 12-2 at home.
I mean, you could make a case. I mean, of course, Dusty May's probably going to be the coach of the year, but you could make a strong case for Greg Gard. It seems like almost every year he defies expectations. Yeah. I thought this year they weren't going to be very good, and yet here they are.
Well, in the portal, you get the right couple of guys, and a basketball team can turn around.
Yeah, they got but a lot of those guys they have are other than Nick Boyd. Most of those guys a lot of the guys they're using are not Trevor Winter, that big guy. He's been there forever.
Yeah, he has.
He had 31 points the other night. But no, Nick Boyd was a good addition from the portal. I think they got some other like shooting guard that was playing a lot last night. And then of course John Blackwell's really good. So we'll see. What's the high today, Captain? Weather? 50?
45.
Suter, we're saying 60s next week?
Well, yeah, the low 60s on Tuesday.
God, hell, I may turn my air on.
I mean, let me look at the weather service.
God, then we're halfway. Then we're approaching March, and you watch March will be in the teens and snow. And
today, the weather service says 49, then it says 50, then it says 56 on Friday, 57 Saturday, 59 Sunday, 64 Monday.
Jeez.
63 Tuesday.
God, I almost missed the snow.
But there's no global warming, though.
There's just no in-between with anything, is there?
No.
There's just nothing. Okay, spring's here. We're going to throw 60 degrees at you in February.
Yeah.
I still think March could get ugly, don't you think?
Well, yeah.
March can always get ugly.
But it never gets ugly like January and December
April.
ugly. But their ugliness never usually lasts very long. We had that deep freeze in January. We're just lucky we didn't have any precip during that.
Yeah, boy, there was almost none.
Yeah, I mean, we had no precip, but it would never got above 32 hardly. So, no, I'm going to enjoy this. It does make it kind of hard to concentrate on work at times, When it's like, it's 62 degrees out, then you're sitting inside.
You going to sunbathe?
No, but I may take my computer out and work on the deck. It might be warm enough to do that.
I'm going to put my Speedo on and go out in the front lawn.
Why don't you take your files out and put a table out there?
Picnic table.
The Suter files?
Well, listen, we had a woman. She was back to nature. She took a picnic table, put a picnic table out in our front yard, which was not a good look.
In your front yard?
Yeah,
Here.
right here. right here at the station's front yard. And then she took her files out there. And
this is somebody who worked for you.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the wind hit. And I just stood in the door and watched her run around trying to pick up her papers.
Did you help her?
No.
Did you
No,
laugh?
she was stupid enough to do it.
Did you laugh?
Yes.
Did she get mad at you for laughing?
I'm still laughing.
No.
And she's not working here. It wasn't Deb, was it?
No,
No.
it was not.
No, it was not. Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
guys, did you happen to see the end of how Nebraska ultimately really lost their game last night?
No, I missed the end of all the good games last night because I'm an idiot. So what happened?
It was unbelievable, really. That Nebraska was down 1 or 2 or 3, and Purdue was at the free throw line with like 5 seconds to go, and so I think Nebraska was down 1, maybe 2. Anyway, if Purdue misses a free throw, they're going to go down. And usually we watch enough of the game. Nebraska was behind the whole game, largely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by double figures.
So Purdue misses the free throw. They get the ball with 4 seconds, call a timeout. Of course, they go over and do their big huddle.
Mm-hmm.
Purdue, as I recall, doesn't really leave the court. They sort of stand over closer to the score table. But anyway, okay, so the ball gets thrown in. Nebraska's guard, one of their quick, fast guards, gets the ball kind of at the top of their key there, Purdue's key, and starts to head up court, and he slips on the sweat from the timeout group. They had not gotten the floor completely dry, and the ball rolls right to a Purdue guy. They luckily foul him, but that was the ball game.
Wow.
The guy completely slips, falls completely to the floor, and then, who is it, Hoiberg, the little guard, goes over and runs over to maybe try to get the ball, and he slips. So it was like a complete.
Wow.
It must have been super wet over there.
Boy, they're lucky no one got hurt.
Completely. And so I'm thinking, boy, if teams do that and don't really intentionally get their floor dry, I mean, that's a major wind factor.
Yeah.
It was really kind of shocking to see that really ended the game for Nebraska.
Well, and the problem with that too is somebody could get hurt.
Yeah.
They're just lucky nobody got hurt.
Right. I mean, he fell hard enough. It was, one of those, you go, oh, my gosh, you see him fall that hard, and he was okay. But the point was the sweat guy then came out with a thing, and then he cleaned the floor over there, but it was a little late.
A little late.
So did Hoiberg complain?
I know there's a lot of factors why you win or lose, but that was kind of a interesting one to consider.
Did Hoiberg complain at all afterwards?
They didn't show him. They showed the joy on the Purdue team. That's all.
Wow.
That's all.
I'm stunned that Nebraska battled back because they were just getting pounded early in that game.
It was a real beatdown. It was really a credit to them.
Yeah, it really is. Really, because they were down 14-1, and Purdue was just draining threes everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I was not aware of that.
Thanks for the call. We appreciate it.
Man, I am not a very good TV watcher. I managed to miss the end of all 3 of those games last night. Then Iowa State, I just stumbled around. I don't know what I was doing last night. But, no, I didn't see that. And I thought for sure that Wisconsin was toast. I can't believe they won at Illinois.
Yeah, they did. OT.
That's incredible. That's a huge win for them.
That's going to be a real tough game for the Hawkeyes.
Oh, it always is.
Well, in fact, we got a lot of real tough games ahead of us. Tonight is probably the easiest.
Tonight's the last of the easy ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say tonight's, when I say easy, tonight is the last where Iowa is clearly the better team on paper. I would say all these other ones, you can kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to win this tonight. I mean,
yeah, you do.
You get your 9th win tonight and your 19th overall. You are in such a good position. You've given yourself more margin for error while you navigate through the tough part here at the end. Oh, and we will have an Iowa baseball player, Cooper Schulte, on at 9:45. Baseball, I'm sure they're practicing outside today.
Oh, I hope so.
They got good weather for it.
Yeah, and they'll probably travel tomorrow because they play down in Arizona. They play Kansas State, I believe, on Friday to start the season. So, yeah, baseball season getting underway. But my guess is they've been able to work out. They worked out when we had media day. They practiced outside. I'm sure they were outside yesterday, but today's even nicer than yesterday. Yesterday had a little chill, had a little wind to it. But what's interesting, when I woke up today, we had a hard frost last night, didn't we? What did it get down to? Because all my stuff was, my backyard, everything was frozen.
29.
Okay, yeah, we did have a hard frost, though. But no, I'm sure they're practicing outside today.
Well,
Spring is coming.
We can ask them.
Pitchers and catchers reporting. Baseball's not that far off.
It's still February.
We're almost halfway through February.
I know, but it's still February.
But that's when pitchers and catchers report.
Yeah. I'm just saying, as far as the weather, who in the hell knows? I mean, I remember going.
No, true.
Well, when I was working in Waterloo, May of 1972, it went from being like 60 degrees to
that was also
snowing.
That was
like
also
mad.
54 years ago. So I know you want terrible weather, but just celebrate the fact that we're not having it.
No,
You're bringing up something from 54 years ago, and you accuse me of living in the past.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, there was a snowstorm 54 years ago in May, so don't count your eggs
I'm
before
just
they're
saying
hatched.
it could happen.
It could, but it rarely snows in May.
You don't
it
know.
rarely snows in April.
I would keep listening if I were them.
We would. Well, no, we've had some bad storms
Sure,
in
yeah.
April.
Yeah.
I mean, but they don't last because
No, it's
nothing
not gonna,
lasts.
No, we're not going down.
And it rarely lasts in
down
March
to
either.
minus
Because
20 again.
but yeah, snow in May is hardly ever happens. And like I said, that when you brought up, I was 8 when that snowstorm happened that you brought up.
I was sleeping in KLEU with Jan at the time.
Hey.
We were dating. Yeah.
Well, I bet she's glad you shared that on the air.
So, okay, we were talking about the men's schedule coming up. 3 of the top 4 teams in the Big Ten we got to play at home yet. So people with season tickets are in for treats.
You'd rather play them at home than on the road.
Purdue, Nebraska, Ohio State, and Michigan at home. And then tonight at Maryland, and then at Wisconsin, at Penn State, at Nebraska. So that's a tough closeout schedule for the men.
Yeah, I see what I would say. I think the Penn State and Maryland games, to me, those should be wins. That's your 10 wins right there.
Those should be wins.
So
yes.
they're not. I mean, they're under pressure, but they've also won enough games to where they've got a little wiggle room here.
They do.
And so we'll see. I mean, I'm intrigued by how this season's going to play out because they're better than I thought they were. And right now, you got the men and women going in opposite directions. The women need to win tonight.
They do.
They lose tonight, then the naysayers are going to be out there even more. And they're going to start second guessing Jan and her decisions and what have you. And Washington's capable. They're what are they 7-5?
Washington is 8-5.
8-5. Yeah, I mean they're fully capable of winning this game.
They are, but yeah, a top 25 matchup on BTN Plus.
Yeah.
Just
Now, if this
insane.
game was in Seattle, I would probably pick Washington. Since it's
Yes.
here, I'm picking Iowa. That's my gut feeling. But yeah, I think it's ridiculous that it's not on regular TV at this stage.
It is. And it's interesting to me that at this point of the season, Iowa men and Iowa women have identical records, 18-5.
God, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that Bonenkamp's going to be there because it would be really hard for me to cover the men from home and also try to monitor the women's game that's not on TV. And I don't have Big Ten Plus, so I'm just glad John's there. That's money well spent. And I know he'll give me a nice story that I won't have to edit or anything. And so, yeah, hopefully both teams win and
Hope so.
the men keep building momentum, the women get the momentum back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the women react tonight. They've had some time off. Jan said she didn't want that time off, but, 6 days off, maybe that can help you too.
Well, it sure looked they weren't ready to play the other night. It didn't seem, against Minnesota.
No, and Minnesota was ready to play.
They were better that day than we are.
Yeah, Minnesota looked really good on both ends of the floor, I thought, and I didn't think Minnesota could shoot that well. Now, someone said that Mara Braun, whatever.
Yes.
I mean,
She's a great player.
but someone said that she wasn't shooting as well as she shot that night. She kind of had I think they said she was only shooting like 28% from 3 or something like that.
But
man,
that's so Iowa, though.
But because a couple of those threes she made, yeah, she was open, but part of the reason she was open is because she was 25 feet from the basket.
And swish. Yep.
Mara Braun, wasn't that Hitler's? Oh, no, that was Ava.
Eva. Was it
Ava.
Eva?
I thought was it Eva or Ava?
Eva.
Okay. But Braun, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Same last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not
It's
related.
a shaving company. Electric shavers, Braun electric shavers.
So you think the girl from Minnesota is related? Oh, if she is, then she's probably pretty well-to-do. Doesn't need any NIL money. But no, she was really good. I thought she and Amaya Battle were the difference in that game.
No,
they were the two that Iowa and those big girls inside too. But I thought those two really gave them an edge that Iowa just could not match.
That's an up and coming team.
Yeah, and that coach has done a good job there.
Yeah.
Because wasn't the coach there prior to her a former Minnesota player?
Yes.
And they were terrible, right?
Yes.
I can't remember her name. She was a really good guard. And isn't the Purdue coach a former Purdue player? Katie Gerald, isn't she the Purdue coach now?
I think you're right.
She was a really good guard. I cannot remember the name of the
Minnesota coach?
guard. She was Lindsay Whalen.
Yeah.
She was the coach, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was a good hire at the time, but it just never worked. I wonder, had Brenda Frese stayed there, she would have turned them into a power.
Yes, she would have.
But she saw that job at Maryland, better recruiting base, and she knew that what she had at Maryland.
No, you never know when you take a job like that if it's how it's going to turn out. But Brenda Frese is a great coach.
Oh, she is. No,
she, as you said, she would have made it work wherever she.
I mean, they're not having a great year by their standards. I think they're only like 7, but they're like 19-5 overall. I mean, they're going to make the tournament once again. That's pretty much the standard for them. But no, she's a good coach.
19-6 is right.
Yeah, had she been Iowa's coach, she would have won here. She would have won at Iowa State. And Iowa State started. Did I just read they won 4 in a row now again?
I think they have.
I thought they were toast, but I'll give them credit. He's a good coach, and they found a way to adjust, and that's good though, because that makes Iowa's game against them look better. I mean, that's the Iowa State men are struggling a little bit now, but the better they play, that loss by Iowa looks even better.
It does, and
that's another one that was not a bad loss for Iowa. Tonight would be a bad loss. There would be no way to spin it. I don't care if Maryland comes out and makes 83s from midcourt. Tonight would be a bad loss.
I agree 100%. The men got to get off that 8-9 line, and I know we've said just making the NCAAs this year is a good accomplishment, and it is. But if we want to have much of a hope to get past that, we've got to get off the 8-9 line.
And I think right now they're off it.
I agree.
But they've got other games that could put them back on it if they don't take care of business.
Yep.
So the one thing with the men, I never worry about them not bringing it on defense, and to me that always gives you a chance. With Fran's teams, sometimes they were just incredible on offense, but there were other times the defense just kind of let them down. Ben's teams rarely are incredible on offense, but the defense rarely lets them down, if that makes sense.
Well, it keeps you in most every game.
And see, Fran's teams didn't have that luxury because they just weren't that good on defense. They just didn't really work on it much, and they just played at such a fast pace. Fun to watch. Fran got a big win the other night. They beat either Dartmouth or Princeton, a team that they hadn't beat prior. He lost to him the first game, but he won the other night. So last I checked, they were like right around 500, having sort of a so-so season.
That's, I think, for a first year, that's probably pretty good. I think he had to start all over with his team.
And he did. And there's a reason Penn has a new coach. They weren't doing most programs that have a new coach, it's because the previous year wasn't very good.
Yes.
And that's usually what happens, and that's like with Iowa, that's what happened. But I'll give Ben credit. I didn't know if these Drake guys were going to be able to make the jump, and for the most part, they all have. I mean, Joey Mattione hasn't played much yet, but the other guys have all held their own. I mean, of course, Bennett's been incredible. They were talking last night about Braden Smith, clearly the best point guard in the big. I would take Bennett Sturts over Braden Smith if I had to build a team. Maybe I'm being biased. He's 4 inches taller. I think he's as good as 3-point shooter. I think he's as good a passer, as good a ball handler. I would take Sturts over Braden Smith. If I'm wrong, then
I think I might too.
Explain to me. And it may be just our Hawkeye bias, but I just to act like Braden Smith is clearly the premier point guard, I don't buy that. And that's kind of what this announcer was sort of insinuating last night. I'm like, no, you're forgetting about what Bennett Sturts is doing.
Well, it's nice being in that discussion, though. Finally having a player
to have a point guard, especially a point guard. And I think I've been talking to Iowa. We're going to get Bennett on the radio at some point. I mean, I think our listeners will really enjoy listening to him. He's a good kid, and I've told you before, he reminds me so much of Matt Gatens. I mean, just their demeanor, their approach, how they play, how they handle the media, how they make fun of their dad in sort of a fun way. I mean, you saw what Bennett said about his dad. Matt was always taking shots at Mike, and understandably so. We all know Mike. You take shots at Mike, right?
Well,
why he's there? Why wouldn't you?
do.
Yeah.
That's why he's there.
That's why
to
he's
make fun of him.
Yeah.
But Matt used to always kind of do it. And when Bennett was doing that, I'm like, God, this is like listening to Matt Gatens talk about his dad. It was just funny.
What did Bennett say?
Well, his dad's career high was 34 points at Division II Emporia State. And when Bennett scored 32 out at Washington, his dad texted him and said, nah, you didn't beat my career high. And then Bennett said
the next
game, and then in the post game, we were talking to him, and he said, God, I can't wait to talk to my dad. I'm going to text him. Then he explained what was going on. And then he was asked, well, what's your message going to be to your dad? He's going to be, take that, I got your record. It was just funny. Just a funny, dry sense of humor exchange. And that's how Matt Gatens was. Matt wasn't very demonstrative, didn't show a ton of emotion, but he had that dry sense of humor, and often his father was at the heart of his attacks. And I always got a kick out. And there were times where I would ask Matt questions knowing that it would go right down that alley, and he'd always take the bait. So what'd your dad have to say about that? He'd roll his eye. That was always fun. And then Mike, of course, takes it because he's a good sport. Yes. I like it when Mike calls in and says he's calling in to save the show. You like that?
I like Mike a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
We had our problems during Alford, but we learned to. We worked it out. No, he's a great guy. He's donated both my websites over the years, and I really appreciate that. And if you're listening, we got our donation thing fixed. I'm now running the PayPal thing. I know how to do PayPal.
Really?
I learned how to do it. Yep. So if you want to make a donation and try to confuse me, feel free. I didn't realize how easy it is. It's really simple to donate to
that
PayPal.
That stuff is real simple.
So if
you've never done it, you feel.
Well, I had never been on PayPal until this weekend, and now I know how to do it, and I've got the password and everything. And so, if you want to make a donation to Hawk Fanatic, it's right there on the front page. And Mike Halas had a really interesting story on Peyton Sanford.
It was a good story.
It was good, and then he's also talking today to former Hawkeye Doug Thomas, who is still playing professional basketball in Canada at the age of 41.
I was going to say he's got to be 40.
That's going to be an interesting story, and that's why we got Mike, though. Mike's,
and it's great that you did.
And the traffic on that, his story on Peyton, last I checked, it was over 4,000 page views and just climbing.
It reminded me of when Mike O'Mara was pulled from CBS.
Uh-huh.
And if you remember, like a month later, we're paying him. He's working for us from CBS.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Halas is at the Gazette one month, and the next month, Hawk Fanatic.
Yeah, no, and I'm glad to have him. We're friends anyway, but no, I think Mike's enjoying it. And he's not doing this for money. Of course, I'm paying him, but he doesn't need the money. He's doing it because he enjoys doing it, and I need help. And, eventually my goal is down the road to sell this website to other people, and the more we build it up, the better it is. And right now our traffic's nuts. I wrote a story on my one biggest concern for football. Between that story and Mike's story, our traffic is it's just really at an all-time high right now.
That's excellent.
What we're doing right now. Yeah, and I didn't get any really nasty responses about a lot of people agreed with me about the quarterback thing. And others, and others who didn't agree with me, they expressed their opinions, and that's fine. None of you hack, you don't know what you're talking.
But how does anybody know that the quarterbacks are going to be good? They don't know.
And we don't know if the new defensive linemen are going to be good. We don't know. Those are all legitimate concerns, but to me, quarterback is more suspect because it's been such a weakness for Iowa over the years, and those guys haven't built up credibility like the defensive guys have.
No, they haven't.
So we'll see. But yeah, most of the people did agree. And it's pretty obvious, though, that they are going to choose between Jeremy and Hank. And I would be now maybe this Traden. What if Traden Bessinger comes in and he beats them all out? Maybe some. I doubt that's going to happen. Stuff like that rarely happens at Iowa.
No, rarely.
Rarely happens. But maybe what if he's similar in build? Maybe Jeremy Heglinski will turn out to be the second coming of Drew Tate. If that happens, then Iowa will be.
That would be great.
That would be great. Even though the team got worse each year he played. They went from winning the Big Ten championship in 2004 to having a losing season in 2006, and he got benched at the end there, So hopefully, if that is the case, Drew was great individually stat-wise, but again, the 2005 and 2006 seasons were two of the most disappointing seasons Iowa's had under Ferentz, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So that shows you can still have pretty decent quarterback play and still be average, and yet that team still almost beat Texas in the 2006 Alamo Bowl. Remember that? Tate's last game?
I was there.
I was not at that one. That was Tate's last game, and at least they ended with a strong effort. But no, that 2006 season was brutal.
And Molly went with us down there, and it was great.
Did she love the game?
Molly likes the pomp and circumstance.
So she wasn't like, hey, Dad, did you see how they did that hedge block? That was incredible.
No.
None of that?
No.
Molly breaking it down.
I do like being called a hack.
I get called a hack a lot. Listen, a hater, a hack.
First week here, and some guy said, I used to listen to you at KXCL. He goes, and I said, yeah. And he goes, you were a hack then, and you're a hack now. And I went home and told that to Jan, and Jan goes, why are you laughing? And I said, I don't know. I just like it.
Make sure I've got it.
Well, there you go.
And I'm assuming it looks like Cooper's going to be calling us because they never gave me a number. So
he'll probably be
I assume he's going to be calling in 5, in 5. And then we'll take a break after. We'll have him on for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Have him on for like 15 minutes. His dad, Justin Schulte, was a pitcher here at Iowa. And I believe he's now, let me see, I believe his dad's, Sam. Let's see what.
So he's from New London.
Yes, he's from New London. And let's see, made 47 appearances with 31 starts last year, batted .268, 33 hits. Son of Justin Schulte, head coach at Southeastern Community College and former Hawkeye pitcher.
And that's Cooper
where he played there. So, and then Iowa opens its season Friday at the MLB Desert Classic, taking on Kansas State. Iowa will also play Air Force on Saturday and matches up against Northeastern on Sunday. Kansas State and Northeastern were both NCAA regional teams a year ago. Oh wow! So this will be a good test right out of the gate.
It will be, and the softball team has a doubleheader Friday against Army in Game 1 at 11:30, and Game 2 is Mercer at 4:30.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about those teams. The softball team, they went 3-2 their first. What's okay? I mean,
I would say.
I mean, this could. I mean, I don't know what to make of the softball team yet. This could be a struggle in year one, but maybe they'll prove me wrong. Hopefully they will. But I do think eventually she's going to get it done here. I think she's got the right foundation to do it. But yeah, it's just amazing to think that baseball is so close to starting, and they've got a home game. Iowa has a home game in 13 days. This could be him right here.
That's incredible.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. Old Mayor John here. I know you got a call come in, so I'll just make this quick.
Okay.
FYI, Iowa State women lost last night. So.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they lost to BYU by double digits.
So had they won?
So I think
hadn't they won 4 in a row?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Okay.
And I think their record now in the Big 12 is 8-7.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the update. Well, they'll make the tournament. I mean, they're going to get in the
tournament. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for
John.
Another game I missed.
Really quick about the Purdue-Nebraska game. I was amazed. I was watching it. Purdue took 46 three-point shots.
Yeah.
In the game. 46.
That's all they were doing.
Only made 13.
And most of them were early.
Hey, thanks.
Yes.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, most of those threes were early. They were launching early, but sometimes that can be fool's gold. They shot themselves in and out of the game almost, Well,
that's the deal with the three, man. You live and die by the sword.
Yeah, and if you make a bunch early, you've got to have the discipline to stop if you're not making them as the game progresses. And it sounds like I said, there were so many different games on last night. It was just hard to keep up with it all, and I managed to miss most of it. I didn't see the end of any game yesterday. I don't know I got to think back to what I was doing.
Yeah, I didn't watch any. We were watching the end of the Lincoln Lawyer.
I was watching games and still missed the ends of every game I was watching. So I didn't do a very good job of watching. What were you watching?
Lincoln Lawyer. Season 4 just finished it up. Great series.
I had CNN on. They thought they had the kidnapper and
Keystone Cops.
And then they didn't have the kidnapper. And then the guy goes in front of the New York Times. He goes, I don't even know who these.
How many times have they arrested somebody and then have to release them? It seems like in these big cases.
Yeah.
Seems like they kind of jumped the gun a little bit.
Well, this guy didn't even know who the Guthries were. He goes,
I wouldn't have known.
I don't know who Savannah Guthrie
I barely knew who
is.
Savannah Guthrie was before all this story. I'd seen her.
Well, I knew who she was.
But these people acting like she's some household name. No, she's not.
Well, she's on today.
Okay, she's on today. What does that mean?
That's a big audience.
But it doesn't mean that everybody knows who she is. I'd say 2 out of 3 people don't know who she is.
This guy didn't know anything about her.
She could even be my cousin or something, because we have Guthrie's, yeah.
Hello.
Good morning.
Oh,
Is this Cooper?
yep.
Okay, go ahead, Tom.
All right. Welcome to Cooper Schulte, Hawkeye infielder from New London. Cooper, we really appreciate you coming on today. And are you prepared to play in 13 days in possibly 31 degrees temperature in Iowa City?
On the February 24th, your home opener, right?
That's right. Yeah. I mean, going to Arizona, leaving tomorrow, and then coming back to Iowa City. The cold should be pretty fun, so I'm ready for it.
I mean, I assume you've been practicing outside some of these days, right? And I assume you're going to practice outside today. It's going to be 50.
Yeah, we've been practicing outside past week or so. I mean, the other day it was like 25 degrees out. We were outside for quite some time, so I mean, we're used to it as a team, so it won't be as bad as you think.
Have you seen the forecast for next week? It's going to be in the 60s when you guys get back.
Oh, I know.
So how much better is it to be able to go outside to get ready for the season, to actually be able to go outside and practice as opposed to being inside?
Yeah, I think it's a real game changer from a team aspect. You know, we've been inside for a couple of months now, and, you know, I think we're all tired of it, just ready to be outside and just play as a team together.
I'm looking at the infield. I mean, right now, you and Gable, shortstop, second base. You got Caleb Wolf at first base. You guys are all from Iowa, not far apart. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, Gable grew up here. You're from New London. It just shows that there's pretty good baseball here in this state.
Yeah, it's cool. Cool thing. The cool thing is we all played together in high school on a travel team together. So I mean, we're familiar with each other, really familiar with each other, and you know, just playing with Gable and Wolf for the past 2 years, and Caleb for the last 3 years for me is just really special too. So
when you're familiar with your other infielders, how much does that help you guys play? Like, you know how Gable handles things. He knows how you do. How much does that help you guys just in the course of a game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a game changer for a team aspect, team culture type thing. He kind of knows how I operate. I kind of know how he operates, you know. So just being on the same page with that is awesome from a team standpoint.
So going down to Arizona to play, what sort of team goals do you just go down and win, or do your best? What kind of goals does Coach set for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously go down there to win. You know, play hard, but you know, kind of a new team this year. So I mean, just trying to figure out who we are on the first weekend. Put some stuff together, put some good things together, and see what happens, see what kind of roles our team brings.
Well, when I look at your personnel, and Rick talked about this at Media Day, it looks like you guys are stacked on defense. I mean, you're going to be really solid up the middle. Good experience offense. Of course, pitching is it's a concern just because we don't know about these guys. They could all turn out to be good, but that's been a little different. Whereas it seems like in the past, the pitching has always been well-stocked, but there's other concerns. Do you agree with that with this team? It looks like you guys defensively are really going to be set.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say anything right now, but I think I have all the confidence in the world in our defense as a team. Offensively, the same thing. I think we're a mature, older group. We're just going to handle the bat well and get things done. Then on the pitching side, you know, it's kind of a wild horse. Got a lot of younger guys who will fill in and they'll step up when they need to. And yeah, just trying to figure out who we are as a team. Not the typical all of baseball, strong pitching, yet, but yeah, I think we'll be just fine.
Well, Rick was also saying that the pitchers need to realize they have a really good defense behind them. They don't have to try to just trust your defense, and that makes it a lot easier. And I wanted to ask you from last year. I mean, you guys were, rolling along, and then you stubbed your toe at the end of the season there. I think. What did you learn anything from that, or did you have to learn? Did you know that something like that was possible, or is there anything that you learned from last season that you can take into this season?
Yeah, going off that, you know, we were hot for a lot of the season, and you know that's just baseball right there. You know, you're not always going to be playing your best baseball, and you just got to find ways to get it done when you're not playing good. So, just learning from that, just trying to be more consistent as a team. Gable's been doing a really good job of being a leader and stressing that on the guys. And on the pitching side, trust your defense for sure. Throw strikes, and we'll get it done behind you.
I mean, looking at your bio and what have you, you almost seem like you were destined to be a baseball player and destined to be a Hawkeye. Is that fair to say? Assuming you were good enough, which you've turned out to be.
Yeah, I got a strong family tie to baseball.
And when did you play other sports growing up? I assume you did.
Yeah, I played basketball in high school, basketball and baseball.
Okay. So was baseball just your favorite just because it was your favorite, or being the son of a baseball player, did that kind of help you pick baseball?
Yeah, for sure. It's always been my favorite. Enjoyed basketball too, but just growing up, my dad's a college coach, so just grew up with him, growing up, being at the ballpark all the time, going to his practices, practicing with some older guys, so I just fell in love with it at a young age.
I want to ask you, if you could change one thing about college baseball, what would it be? I asked Rick this, and Rick obviously has been very vocal. He wants the schedule pushed back. He wants the schedule pushed back at least 3 weeks to a month. What would your change if you could change one thing?
That's a good question. I think probably the time limit in between innings and time limit when you step in the box. I feel like I'm old school. I feel like my dad's old school, so I kind of agree with him.
Okay.
They're just changing baseball time limit.
Do you think they're trying to speed it? You think they're trying to speed it up too much?
Yes. Watching baseball when I was 12 to 14, 15, younger. Just watching MLB. There was just strategy, all that. Yeah, they're trying to speed it up because people say it's boring. I don't find it boring. I love the game. So.
What do you think of the
old school in that?
Okay, I want to ask. Sorry to interrupt, but what do you think of the rule that doesn't Major League Baseball now in extra innings put a runner on second base? Yeah. I don't like that as a traditionalist. I'm guessing you don't either.
I am not a fan of that at all.
And I'm guessing your dad's probably not a fan of that either, is he?
No, he's not.
See, because to me, that's part of the beauty of baseball is that it's not dictated by time or anything. It's dictated by what happens on the field. There's no time involved with it. Do you agree with that?
I agree, 100%. And then you look at the World Series this year, that game, did it go to 16, 18 innings, something like that? That was one heck of a game to watch.
It was incredible.
It was incredible.
I really like that.
Yeah, to me too. That's the beauty of the whole thing is the fact that baseball is controlled by what happens. Go ahead.
Of course, everything is changing in the world of college sports. NIL and the transfer portal and all that. Cooper, how do you feel? I mean, there are new. Great things happening for a lot of the players, but you've called yourself an old school guy during this interview. How do you feel about the changes in college sports, and how much is NIL affecting the Hawkeyes?
Yeah, I think there's good and bad that comes with it. Obviously, good opportunities for good players, but bad when it comes to loyalty and kind of the Big Ten, lose a lot of guys to the South. They just got more money. So, just as a team, just find ways to beat them out when you just don't have those resources.
And, the phrase Heller ball, it's been here ever since Rick got here. To somebody who's not familiar with that, how could you that philosophy is? What is Heller ball? I'm not asking for a huge explanation, but in a short verse, can you kind of explain what your guys' version of Heller ball is?
Yeah, I'd just say kind of maybe say old school, but maybe not. Just getting things done in a way. Small ball, good defense, playing hard, playing every single pitch, just that.
Okay. Horrible. Rick always talks about process and culture, too. I mean, during the course of a season, your culture is what helps you get through. Obviously, you can relate to that. And just talk about that kind of philosophy, because it seems like with Iowa baseball, there is a real strong culture.
Yeah, for sure. Just like you say, he talks about process all the time. Just believe in your process, trust the process, and things will take care of themselves. Even when you're going through a rough patch, just trust in what you do, and it'll work out. And then that kind of ties into our culture, too. Just trusting what the coach has to say, trust the process, and everything will work out in the end.
I'm going to ask, do you know much about Kansas State yet, your opponent on Friday?
Yeah, we did a little scouting past few days, so we know a little bit, but so.
And how much fun is it going to be just to go up and compete against somebody that's not your teammate? Because it seems like that's what a lot of you guys are saying. I mean, it's just going to be so nice to go out and compete against somebody else. I'm sure you're ready to go.
Oh, I'm ready to go. Yeah, it's going to be nice. I love competing against anybody, but there's a time where you're ready to play someone else, and I think we're all ready to play someone else. So
I got one last question. I know you guys baseball's become very popular here in Iowa City, your team. How important are those fans to you guys when they show up? Because it seems like you guys really do feed off that. And if you could say anything to the fans now, what does that support mean to you guys when they're out there?
Yeah, it's amazing. Especially last year, like we had games. I think we broke the attendance record last year.
Yeah.
A few times. So, just being in the atmosphere it is game changing. We feed off it. We love it. We love you guys. We love the fans. Love all the support. So, just can't thank you enough.
Well, Cooper, we appreciate you coming on. We know you're busy. A lot of stuff going on. Safe travels. Good luck this weekend. And Tom's got one last question for you, but thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, Cooper, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Your cell phone rings, you look down at it, and Beth Gett's name pops up on the screen. She say, okay, Beth, I don't know what you want, but shoot, what's up? Beth says to you, Cooper, we got a problem here. We need to get some money in here fast. You need to hire a band, an act, or a singer to fill up Kinnick Stadium. Who is Cooper Schulte going to hire to fill up Kinnick Stadium?
Oh gosh, that's a tough question. Band,
act, singer,
band or singer.
Yeah, whatever. Fill it up. Yep.
Personally, I think I'm an old school music, so I'm gonna have to say maybe like shoot, I don't know.
I know it's tough.
It's tough. Jeez. I don't know. I'll just go someone modern like Logic or Kid Cudi or something like that. A little more modernized. I think that'll fill up the kind of atmosphere in Iowa City. So.
Well, no, that's fair enough.
I don't know. Good question.
I know some of your teammates generally have picked country people, country singers.
Yeah, that'd work too.
Like Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs.
Zach Bryan would be good.
There is no wrong answer.
No, there is no wrong answer except for Spencer Lee. His answer was
Spencer
wrong.
Lee picked the theme song from Pokemon, and Megan Gustafson picked the Iowa Pet Band. So, but again, there is no wrong answer. Cooper, again, thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it for having me.
All right, good luck, Cooper. All right.
Should we take a break?
Yeah, let's take our break. Thanks to Cooper, and we'll be right back.
1-800-800-ROSE. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country. 1-800-800-ROSE. It's so easy. Just remember one number. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist. 1-800-800-ROSE. Remember,
don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
For a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime, find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Harty and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site, so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Harty and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Harty and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HartyandStockerJewelers.com. Ask for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate. One of us is always there.
Hey Hawkeye Nation, there's a new playbook in town. Coach's Corner Sports Pub is under brand new ownership by Brian Suckafetz and Miranda Schulte, and they're bringing the energy with a new winning attitude.
From wall-to-wall TVs to ice-cold drinks and game day specials, Coach's Corner is where black and gold pride comes alive.
Grab a burger, cheer on the Hawks, and never miss a play.
Bring your family to Coach's Corner off of Mormon Chuck Boulevard.
You take great care to maintaining your home or business inside and out. But maybe, just maybe, there's something missing. Something that makes your home stand out among the others in your neighborhood. Something that makes your business pop and increases traffic. Something that you can change and customize at your command. Well, there's a solution, and that's Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting from Big Dog Tech. Illuminlights provides illumination for every occasion. Holiday lighting, accent lights, security, and of course lighting for all your favorite sports. The Illuminlights app lets you create your own patterns with color, motion, brightness, and static control over every individual light, or use Big Dog's presets to transform your home or business. The professionally installed track system makes Illuminlight's LEDs virtually disappear until you turn them on. Rated at 50,000 hours, you'll enjoy stress-free convenience for years to come. For more information about Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting, go to BigDogTEK.net or give them a call at 319-395-0800. That's 319-395-0800.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483, 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance, honest plumbing at a fair price.
Once upon a time in the land of the Hawkeyes, a business grew. A business that would become synonymous with real estate. Hi, I'm Steve Anderson of Hawkeye Title and Settlement. When you're buying or selling your home, you'll need title and settlement services. Consider the Hawkeye Title and Settlement team. Give us a call at 351-8600. Hawkeye Title and Settlement, the team you love, the people you trust.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 319-390-3703 or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years, and it works. Deer divots and dings do damage, but Premier Auto will do right by you. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Do yourself a favor. When your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier. The deer don't like Premier, but you will. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Hit a deer? Call Premier.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy, 20,000 square foot indoor facility, holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams is open to the public.
Our top level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential, develop a strong work ethic, and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
When you go to a family restaurant, you want 3 things. 1, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. 2, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And 3, you want to be treated like family. You get all 3 at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurants at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for you. GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit Supples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
Hi, this is Tiffany at Senior Benefits. Are you confused with Medicare questions, anything having to do with Medicare? I take care of all Medicare customers, people under 65. I also do life insurance, long-term care, cancer insurance. I'm here to help you navigate any questions that you may be having or frustrations and anxiety that you may have with Medicare or insurance in general. Give me, Tiffany Rao, a call at 319-631-4795.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do the, people call it the game, right?
Patrick Eads and Terry Adams of Deary Brothers Ford talk about what here for you means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good, makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as a statement here for you, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Deary Ford in Iowa City.
Your favorite place to eat in the Amana Colonies can be your favorite place to work. The Oxyokin's nearly 90-year reputation for quality extends beyond our food and service. We think the working environment, training, wages, benefits, work schedule, no late hours, close at 8 p.m., and our Ox family are the best of any independently owned and operated restaurant in the area. Come meet the team. Apply for cook, baker, food server, or bartender, and have lunch, dinner, or Sunday brunch on us. Is it worth the short drive? I guarantee it. We are searching for the best, and that means you. Apply today, in person or online at oxyokin.com. Oxyokin, an Amana Colonies tradition since 1940, in the heart of Amana.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
Meteorologist Rodney Price, a sunny to mostly sunny afternoon with a light northwest wind at highs reaching the upper 40s. More clouds on the way for the overnight, lows in the lower 30s. Thursday in the morning, we may see just a few sprinkles or a little bit of light rain. Otherwise, morning clouds will clear out, highs in the lower 50s in the late day, mid-50s Friday. That's the forecast on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Currently 35 degrees.
KCJJ weather, brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
We are back.
Thanks again to Cooper Schulte for being our guest. Did not expect him to. Who was it again? Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Cudi.
I like that name. Kid Cudi. How do you, it's K-I-D, then how do you spell Cudi?
Cudi.
Is it C-U-T-T-Y?
I guess.
As in Cuddy Sark Scotch?
That's not who. I was thinking the same thing. That's not who I was expecting him to pick. Because you've been right, though. Most of the baseball players have been pretty consistent country.
They have.
Yeah. So what did he say when you told him that? I wasn't on.
C-U-D-I.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
He's a rapper. Grammy-winning musician.
Oh, yeah, he's successful.
Actor, record producer, fashion designer.
Jesus. What's he worth? Do his net worth. No, I was not expecting that answer.
No, not at all. Especially since I'd never heard of him. So
I had heard of him, but I had no. How much?
$10 million.
good work if you can get it.
That ain't much for doing all that.
No, but he's not. I don't think he's been around very long.
Well, too bad. Work harder.
$10 million is worth more than any of us are worth.
Well, yeah, but
that's for damn sure.
I say work.
You've been doing it for 60 years.
Well, I say work harder.
Work smarter would probably help. So, but no, that was fun talking to him, and it'd be nice to get the baseball season going. Because remember, they ended up losing 10 of their last 13 games last year. They won 2 and they tied 1. Remember, they went into that Oregon series. That was for the Big Ten title, and they got swept. And they also lost the series against Washington, which was disappointing because I think they were better than Washington. And no, that was a tough end of the season because remember, they were right there. They had a chance to win that thing last year. And the collapse at the end kept them from making the NCAA tournament. So, but no, it's pretty much to the point now with Iowa baseball. You expect them, they're going to have a winning season. I mean, they're built to the point now where it's just how good are they going to be? Because I think they're always going to, if they fall below 500 this year, I would be shocked. Because I just think Rick has the program strong enough to where they can always put out a pretty good team. So we'll see. Pitching's got to come through this year. They're unproven.
And Rick had to replace a bunch of coaches, but
he did.
He makes good decisions.
He does, and he does. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, coaching's not overrated, but I wasn't too worried about that. I think the problem with that is when they did resign, it was put him in a real rush because there wasn't a lot of time. But those guys also have to do what's in their best interest. Sean Kinney, who's a very good pitching coach, he's now down coaching for the University of Arizona. I mean, that's one of the best programs in the country. Great baseball weather. It's hard. But I figured by getting Wes Obermuller, by promoting him from player development to pitching coach, I think he'll do fine.
Well, it works culture-wise.
And it's probably also better that his son's not on the team anymore.
Oh, probably.
Probably just,
probably.
Not that there was ever going to be a problem with that, but just to have that separate and what have you. But no, I'm never worried about coaching when it comes to Iowa baseball. I think Rick's one of the best in the business. He's got a lot of obstacles he faces coaching at Iowa. I mean, Iowa athletics is great in a lot of ways, but if you're a baseball coach at Iowa, you're fighting an uphill battle compared to a lot of other programs where football and basketball, they don't have as much NIL as some schools, but overall, though, they don't face near the obstacles that baseball faces.
No.
From scholarship distribution, how NIL's money's handled, what have you. Rick faces a lot of obstacles with his job at Iowa.
The current net worth of Kid Cudi is $16 million.
He just added $6 million in like a minute and a half.
A minute and a half.
How did he do that?
Wow.
I think from just being recognized on here?
Opening up the El Paso airport.
Yeah, that was strange.
16 million.
I'm trying to think. I have not been to El Paso since the last Sun Bowl I covered, so that would have been 97, I believe.
Yeah, I've only been there a couple times.
I remember going to Juarez, and boy, that was...
I've never been.
I remember crossing over to Juarez, and I remember thinking, God, I can't wait to get back.
You and Carolyn Supel.
Yeah. What's that?
You and Carolyn Supel. She went across to Juarez with us, and she was just blown away by the little kid selling the gum.
Well, there was a beggar that had no arms or legs, and he had the cup in his mouth. And I'm like, God, get me back. I was begging to get back to El Paso. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, Carolyn kissed the ground when she.
It wasn't that dramatic. Now there are some places in Mexico I'd love to. Mazatlan and Cancun. There's a lot of places. Now, have you been to like any?
Yeah, Tulum was great.
Have you been to Mazatlan or Puerto Vallarta or Cancun?
Cancun.
I've never been to any of those places.
Jan's got a cousin that just moved to Tulum.
Tulum.
Yeah, just moved.
What side's that on? I mean, where is that?
From New York down.
Tulum is on the east side of the.
Is it near water? Is it on the? Is it on water? Okay,
It's a resort area.
Oh, yeah, I've never heard of it.
Well, it's ancient ruins is what we visited there.
Maybe that's not it. She lives in like a resort area.
Well, there's a lot of them down there.
Yeah.
Isn't Cabo? Is that?
Cabo is another place.
Is that in Mexico? Is that Mexico?
I think so.
Or is that in the?
I haven't done a lot of Mexico. I mean, we visited Juarez.
Have you been to Mexico City?
Game. No.
I have. Mexico City, isn't that like 20 million people? It's just massive.
Yeah. It is massive.
But yeah, no, I've never really had any interest in.
I like Texas, and I'm.
No, I've had good and bad in Texas. I mean, it depends on where you are. I wouldn't want to live there, no.
The politics are just
My
bananas.
nephew lives in Frisco, and he seems to like it, but, he's got a good job and a nice house and whatever. So, but, yeah, no, I've never had no desire to live in Texas, no desire to live in Florida.
Yeah, I really don't have
I really don't want to live in California.
I don't have a desire to live, south of the Mason-Dixon. I really don't.
I do get sick of winters, but when they end, it's always nice saying goodbye to them. There's always a little bit of energy when you start going with what we are now. We're seeing the winter slowly.
Well, I mean, my son loves Colorado with the mountains and everything, but I prefer driving here and seeing the landscape.
Colorado does absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah,
it depends on where you are.
It's cool. He can sit in his bedroom and look out the window and he sees Pikes Peak.
I mean, if I had a lot of money and could live, Colorado would be great.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of Colorado that's...
I get tired of the mountain. I would get tired of the mountains.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
The landscape.
I don't think I would. I love the mountains.
See, I like going in the country here and just seeing the distance.
Yeah, see, that gets boring. I mean, I could love the mountains, but no, I'd have to be rich to live in Colorado. I mean, to really enjoy it.
He's got bears in his backyard.
Now, that's a problem. I mean, we are lucky we don't have a lot of real violent wildlife here.
Our legislature is trying to attract the Chicago Bears to Iowa. Seriously.
I haven't seen that.
Where are they going to play? Kinnick?
I have no idea, but they did a bill yesterday.
Well, that's just silly. It's
ridiculous.
It's stupid.
Have them play at Kinnick. Heck yeah.
But they had a whole debate on it, and
they're not going to play their games outside of Illinois.
No.
Why would? I mean, that's just unreasonable to even think that could happen.
They had 2 days of hearings and legislation and all that crap to invite them here.
See, I just think that a lot of that is theater.
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't accomplish anything.
No. I don't know why. I don't see why they're leaving downtown by the lake. I like it there. I think it's. I mean, I didn't like the new renovations of Soldier Field that much. I think it's kind of weird looking, but I like that location.
It is weird looking.
It looks like, I don't know, it just doesn't, it just...
Odd.
It just looks odd.
Yeah.
But I like the location right there by the lake. To me, that's kind of neat.
No, that's, yeah.
And to be downtown, see the skyline in the back. I mean, I've been to Arlington Heights, too. I mean, I just, isn't that where they're trying to build it, is in Arlington Heights?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wish they'd just stay where they are. But it doesn't sound like they're going to do that.
The Iowa City Bears... The Kinnick Bears, what would they be if they moved to Iowa City?
There'd be a lot of neighbors. They'd be complaining about more than 7 Saturdays, all the people that live over there.
Really? Oh, God.
Now they'd have 8 or 9. It'd be about 16 or 17. You'd play Iowa on Saturday, and then the Bears on Sunday. You imagine them? They'd be bitching nonstop. But no, I want the Bears to stay right where they are.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Well, yeah, but
it'd be fun.
Professional team.
Yeah.
Take a lot of pressure off of Ferens.
But it's just not even practical.
No, it's ridiculous.
It's stupid.
But they spent 2 days debating it.
Well, think about some of the stuff they
drawing
debate.
up a legislature.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Suter.
Yeah.
There's always plenty of parking in Dirk's yard.
Okay. All right.
Why in the F does this guy think that? Seriously, why the F does he think he's even close to funny?
Maybe he doesn't.
But see, but there's something good there.
No,
it means he's a listener.
Yeah,
he goes way back a number of years when.
Okay.
You don't want him listening, though, do you, Captain?
No,
see,
we have too many listeners.
I understand. I understand the history of this.
This is the only radio station that tries to get rid of listeners, not draw them, get rid of them.
We got enough.
So you didn't think that was funny?
No,
I didn't really either. I mean, he's not really funny anymore.
He has his eye on history, though, and I think you guys are poo-pooing that.
I'm poo-pooing.
Okay.
I would crap on him.
Yikes!
He's just.
No, that's a little harsh.
Well, not
Take
literally.
a poop on him? Why would you poop on him?
Not literally.
You just said it. So is that a bit? Were you kind of?
Well, I wouldn't.
A poop bit. And you always blame me for bringing up poop. It's you usually that brings up poop.
No, it
isn't. And then you shift it over to me.
No,
yes, it is.
No, it is not.
It is, too.
No, it is not. We'll examine the tapes.
No, rarely. It's usually you that brings it up, and then I get guilt. Oh, Gigi Allen,
Yeah.
You're the poop meister.
I'd never heard of Gigi Allen before.
No, I'm not saying I know that. I'm broadening
Nor
you
have
guys. I'm broadening your horizons, but I'm not festering in the poop like you are.
Festering in the poop would be a great band name.
That would be. A lot of syllables, though. How about just Fester Poop for a band?
Uncle Fester.
Do we have a call? God, in this.
Hello.
Hello. Save us.
Hey, good morning, fellas. How you guys
Hey,
doing?
Terry. What's up?
Tommy?
Yes.
You remember when we were in Juarez, and we said it's time for a beer, and we walked into a bar, and we all ordered a beer, and came back, and Bud goes, "This beer's warm." And the server said, "Yeah, I know, our cooler broke." And we drank that beer, we choked it down, and we got the heck out of there. Nothing worse than room temperature beer.
I don't think I could have drank it.
You're right, there is.
I couldn't have drank it. I would have thrown it out.
No, yeah, I'd forgotten that.
Has anyone seen the new design for Finkbein yet?
I haven't. We had...
There was a tweet by the Iowa Hawkeye athletic tweet that showed an overview of something on Twitter the other day, like an artist rendering. But no, I haven't seen anything real specific, no.
All right. Well, I was just curious to see. I mean, they've torn out so many trees, and I'm just curious to see what the redesign's going to be like.
So it was real interesting when we talked to the coach, and he kind of described what they were doing.
In detail.
And it was very interesting.
I hate to hear trees getting cut down, but
Yeah.
that's just me. But I get it. Sometimes progress, you have to sacrifice some things. But yeah, we did have Tyler Stith. We had him on, and he talked in detail about what they were doing to the greens and everything.
Cool. That's cool. Oh, by the way, Mana Golf Course opens up Friday.
Does it? Well, they'll get some players, too.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Yeah, with the
You bet.
50s and
Oh,
60s. Yeah. This is going to be great.
They will. All right, fellas, I'll let you go.
All right, thanks, Terry.
It's kind of hard to stay focused on basketball with all this nice, you know what I mean? To me,
It is.
I mean, and we still got a third of the Big Ten season left. Or actually, no, we got half the. Oh no, just under half of it left.
Just under half, and the women are.
Women are two-thirds of the way through.
two-thirds.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're two-thirds of the way through.
Yep.
Women have 6 games left. So you think they go 4-2, 3-3, 5-1? If you had to
I haven't looked at
I'm
it
gonna
like
say,
that. Let me do
I'm going
that.
to say 4-2 or 3-3.
Okay, let's see.
And if they went 4-2, that would make them 13-5. That would be. I think they would host.
I am looking at the 15-day forecast.
What's the forecast for the 24th? That's when they play their
40.
Yeah, they could probably play it, but that's
And
awful.
windy.
Yeah, that'll be tough. See, that 40 and windy will be tough, but I think that they'll still be able to play.
It drops after the 18th into the 40s.
But that's still, the 40s are fine.
Yeah.
I think I'll go 4-2.
That's kind of, I'm either 4-2, 3-3.
Because, I mean, 2 of our away games are Purdue, who is horrible, and Wisconsin, who is improved but not great.
Yeah, I could see them winning those.
And I do think we're going to win tonight.
Yeah, I do. I'm not probably as confident as you, but I do. If it was in Seattle, I'd pick Washington.
I probably would, too.
But no, I think home court advantage. I think they're going to be able to get this one. And maybe they'll just come out like gangbusters and just pounce on them. It's been a while since they've really just come out and just pounded somebody. And so maybe that'll happen tonight.
And I think we'll don't think we'll beat Michigan at home, but I do think we'll be able to beat Illinois at home. So that's where the 4-2 comes from.
Yeah, no, if Illinois was in Champaign, I would probably pick Illinois. But I give Iowa home court advantage here. And so we'll see. I mean,
Illinois has been a little bit disappointing this year. They were ranked for a time, and they're only like 6 and 7 in the conference. I think they've been a little disappointing, but they're 16-8 overall. You know,
but
that's still
if
pretty
it's
good.
here, though, I still think with it being home court, I think that's going to give Iowa the edge. Hopefully, they'll do enough to where they can host for 2 rounds.
Well, and that's the thing.
That will be well attended, and it'll also be a lot cheaper to cover.
Well, in the I'm not saying that they're going to factor that in, but the NCAA knows that if it's at Iowa, it's going to sell out.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much they factor it in, but I think
they know.
I think they know, and I think they're human. I think that may affect their scheduling, but no, Iowa's got to make sure they do no worse than 4-2.
Yeah,
if they're 4-2, that'd be 13-5, and I think that gets them a top 16 seed is basically what you're looking at.
That's right.
Yeah, that's where the cutoff is for hosting. So hopefully that will happen. It would be nice. I mean, the goal for women's sports, I would think, is to get to be like the men, to where you don't have to have teams hosting in order to draw fans. But I'm not sure the women's game is there yet. Do you think it is?
No, it isn't.
And Caitlin could do a lot, but she couldn't. Caitlin can't sustain the game after she's gone. There's only so much she can do now that she's not playing. But that's the last frontier for women's college basketball, is to be able to have an NCAA tournament. Could you imagine the men if the best teams hosted?
Oh, God.
It's still, so there is still an uphill climb for women's basketball.
Well,
and to me, the NCAA tournament is the biggest example of that.
And there's so many more really good to great men's basketball players. There's so many more than there are women.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah, no, there is. So, but you got to take advantage of it while it's still this way, because I'm not sure in our lifetime if it'll ever get to the point where the women won't need to have host teams to draw fans. I think that I'm just not sure if it's there yet.
Yeah. As long as they do, I sure would hope they're there, because we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and let's say Iowa opened up a first-round game at a neutral site, like in Maryland or something. That's not going to draw fans.
No,
it's just not. And some of those men's games in the early first rounds don't have a ton of fans in those arenas either. And television's starting to become such a big influence too, to where I think you're going to start seeing more games with arenas not as full as they used to be, because they can make up for it with all the television revenue that just controls everything we do. I mean, that's why I was getting ready to play a game at 5 o'clock tonight, and the women are getting ready to play at 6:30, and it's just nothing's off limits now.
And the men have 2 8-o'clockers left.
So you and Ann are going to watch the first half at home and then go...
And then sprint to Carver, yeah.
My guess is there are going to be more people doing that, and that's just kind of a nuisance for fans.
It is, but,
You can watch split screen on YouTube.
No, a lot of fans will just stay at home, and well, I guess if they don't have the... It'd be really easy if it was on like ESPN to just stay at home and watch both of them from home, but that Big Ten stream thing, I'm guessing a lot of Iowa fans don't have that.
No, most don't.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw that. I had to do a double. I'm like, really? Yep, there it is, Big Ten Plus, which I've never had. Is it like $10-15 a month?
14.
I mean, that doesn't sound like, but that's still a decent amount for an app that you don't use very much.
It is.
It's, I mean...
And it's not very good, is it?
No.
I've had a lot of troubles with it, and then one time this year it worked again, and then it wouldn't accept my password again.
And the graphics are terrible.
The
announcers are not very good.
Usually. Sometimes it's just like this. It's just like our stream. It's one camera. And it's just
this camera right here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's going to be a good crowd tonight.
And actually, technically, we have a better picture sometimes than BT.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm thinking, the convenient time, the weather's nice, and I think fans sense this team needs a lift.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's afraid. Oh God, here we go, another 5-game losing streak like last year. Well. Remember, last year they beat Washington 85-61 to end their 5-game losing streak. So hopefully they can do that again tonight here. And like I said, I don't think they're going to win by 24, but I'd be surprised if Iowa loses tonight. If they lose tonight, they've got issues.
They've got
issues,
and it's going to be awfully hard for them to hang on to finish in the top 16.
Yeah, this is an important game. They need to get that momentum back, and they need to get back on the winning track. So,
Are you ready, Cap? You and Tommy Lang ready?
We're ready.
Thanks again to Cooper Schulte for coming on and for...
we were hanging with Cooper.
Yeah, and for sports... And he spells his name with a K, and I wonder if that's because his dad was a pitcher, and pitchers always strive for Ks.
Or maybe his favorite musician is Al Cooper.
Al Cooper, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Who's Al Cooper?
He famous musician from the 70s and 80s.
I've the names.
A lot of bands.
I'm drawing a blank. What bands?
Good. Well, he's a studio musician too. A lot of that.
No, the name sounded familiar. I just couldn't pinpoint.
Played with Dylan on his.
Played with Dylan. Played with the band. Played with Savoy Brown. Played.
Is he still alive?
With.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is he really? Okay.
I think he is.
All right. Well, Al Cooper. Good to hear from you.
And Al Cooper played organ on Bob Dylan's first electric session.
Lay Lady Lay. Wasn't that his first electric song? Lay Lady Lay.
No,
I thought it was.
I don't think so. That was
Okay,
Nashville Skyline.
For some reason, I thought that was his first electric song.
That was his first country that he did with Cash, Johnny Cash.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody enjoy the weather, and remember, no show on Friday.
Okay, Captain Steve and Tommy Lang are next with the police reports. Again, thanks to Cooper Schulte. Check it out, HawkFanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
KCJJ Weather, brought to you